Good morning, Mama Pat. Good morning, Maria, Brandy Lane, Crystal Burton. Good morning. Early morning. Demita Phillips, Colette, how you doing? Roy Sells, hey man. Mabel Rice, Minister Tamla Ricks, Relison Brown, good morning. Good winning morning. It is a fabulous Friday morning. Come on, Chandria, good to see you. Hey, Kevin Matthews, how you doing, man? Renita Holloway, Minister Praying Woman, Renita Holloway. Veronica Galilee. Good morning, Dexter. CP, how you doing, sir? Annette Nunez, Deborah Hollis Porter, Carlos Divine. Hey, First Lady. Hey, Manny Saeed, enjoyed your session last night. Geraldine Wiley Shelvin, good to see you. We're getting ready to have a good time this morning. This is the Journey to a Winning Anyway life, but we're going a little deeper in the journey to building a winning anyway life to make sure you have it. But this is the journey to a winning anyway life. Yes, it is. This is the journey and we're excited about it. Hey, Chris Blake. Come on in. Again, this is not a church situation, so it's not mandatory that you come. It's not mandatory that you be here. This is just something for people who need another boost to get through the weekend. And also to decide to live a winning anyway life, no matter what's going on with their own life. So it's this week when you get your push that's outside of church, just beyond where you are. Yeah, come on. I'm excited about it. I hope you are. Gonna be some good lessons this morning. I want to be able to just kind of talk to you. As we've been doing lately, it's been very effective just taking our time and talking through it. Listen, there are 28 people on here. I want all of you to like or love the post. Let me know you were here by liking or love. When I go back, I can see. Yeah. Go ahead and like the post or love it. You can like it or love it. Hey, Emery Shelvin, good morning. But leave your tag on here. Let me know you were here. Let's get this glare off of here. Hallelujah. I'm not preaching this morning, but it's going to be a good time. Okay? It's going to be a good time. It's a journey to a winning anyway life. I'm excited about it. It's been phenomenal. It's getting ready to change. Listen, those of you, if any of you are on YouTube, I need you to go over to the Life Pastor Kyle. Go like the Life Pastor Kyle YouTube page. I'll be putting some things out there that won't be on this page. That won't be on Facebook. I'm going to start using my YouTube for a lot more advertisement, a lot more information, even some fun games some days where the person that can get the best tagline will get the Winning Anyway gift, get the Winning Anyway seed, whatever that is. Hey, Lisa Jefferson. Thank God it's Friday. No, thank God I'm forgiven. Reason why I don't say thank God as if I'm happy I made it through everything else is because sometimes my lesson was in what I went through on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And I'm happy about those days as well. Every day is a good day. You have to make every day, Lisa Jefferson, Friday. Make every day your Friday. Every day your Friday. Yeah, go to Life Pastor Kyle. Go to that YouTube page. There is a YouTube page. Maybe have only one and maybe this one on it. So you'll start seeing it building coaching information with different titles and different things. Good morning, Misty Sales. And so listen, let's move this morning. I don't want to keep you that long. If I can, I want to push you in and get you to a level of where things can change for you. Bless you, Lisa. I just want to help people get it so you can make sure your life is good. Today, I want to talk about this journey to building a winning anyway life. And the journey is amazing. Hey, Amelia, the journey is an amazing journey when you know what you're building. When you know what you're working on, then a winning anyway life is easy. Hey, Kiara Mars, good to see you. When you know what you're building, then everything you deal with is worth getting by or getting through so you can build what it is you have. And so I want to talk this morning about winning anyway wisdom. Okay? I want to talk about this winning anyway wisdom. I want to make sure that you have what you need in order that you may do what it is that you want to do in every area of your life. Okay, not just the areas that look good, not just the areas that feel good, but the areas that help you to win in every area of your life. Okay, so listen, let's get there. Because if you understand, as we discuss winning anyway wisdom, my mouth is ready to go. Winning anyway wisdom, understand that wisdom comes from the mistakes that you've removed the negativity from. Did you get that? Wisdom comes from the mistakes that you've removed the negativity from. And now the experience is speaking. Hey, Raquel Kyle. The experience is, let me go back. Wisdom comes from the mistakes that you've removed your negativity from. And now the experience speaks wisdom to you. So you get wisdom from your experiences that may have been negative before. Hey, Andrea Thomas, good to see you. You get wisdom from removing the negativity from your mistakes. And so now your wisdom is speaking to you. Brianna, go over on Life Pastor Kyle. We're telling everybody to shift from regular church YouTube to the Life Pastor Kyle YouTube. It'll be that area. Good morning, Eric Trotman. And so now I want you to experience the wisdom, because here's something that I've learned and I've realized. Hey, Matrinia, that we are, and people don't get it. Let me tell you why the enemy and why life is fighting you. Is because you're closer than you think. You're closer to what you think. You're closer to what you pray for. You're closer to what you ask for. You're closer to what you've been thinking about. You're closer to your idea. You are closer than you think. You got to get it. You're closer than you think. But you can't quit. And I know through this pandemic and these last few weeks, people have had the tendency to want to quit. Y'all tag somebody. You don't have to share this on your page if you don't want to. Just tag somebody. Good morning, Minister Blunt. Tag somebody you know need this. Good morning, Brittany. Quitting has no rewards to it. Quitting has no rewards. What do you get when you quit? You get inner regret. You get shame. You get guilt. Hey, Teresa Florence, go over to YouTube. Go over to Life Pastor Kyle on YouTube. We're shifting everybody there because this information will be on the Life Pastor Kyle page and not the church page. Got it? This is one of the last couple of times it'll be there, so you can get ready to shift that. Everybody goes through things in life, and you don't want to feel regret, shame, guilt. You don't want to have fear. You don't want to have a loss of faith because of an issue that happens in your life. Okay? You got it? You don't want to have a loss of faith because of an issue. Because quitting has no rewards. Are y'all with it? So listen, everybody walks through wilderness one day. Got it? Everybody walks through the wilderness one day. Everybody, or should I say everyone, walks through the fire one day. Everybody goes through rough places one day. You have to begin then, as you're going through, to see endurance as a bridge. Endurance is what gets me over my day. Did y'all get it? Endurance is what gets me over my day. Whatever's happening in my day that's not blessing me, endurance gets me over it. And I'm sure, like me and many of you, as pastor, as coach, as husband, as man, as friend, as person, we've all had moments where we feel like our life has been wasted. Okay? We've all had moments where we feel like our life has been wasted. Let me give you some clarity. Satan has lied to you. He's lied to you because God does not waste anything or anyone. There is no waste. There is always a lesson to be learned. Yeah, that's it. Overwhelming. There's always something to be learned from it. You will not always be happy. You will not always be excited. You will not always feel hopeful. You got it? But you can always win. Did anybody get that? You can always win. You can always win. Listen. There will be times in your life where you don't feel like the things that you have declared and decreed. There'll be times in your life where you won't feel like I'm the best. You won't feel like I'm obeying God. You won't feel like this is good. You won't feel like I'm on my way to a winning anyway life. You won't feel like that. But at the end of the day, you have to tell yourself, if I don't quit, I will always win. You got it? That's it, Manny. Your life is not a waste. You stole my hashtag. You ready? Here it is, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's grab it. Let's grab it. My life is not a waste. Or my life is not wasted. Come on. I don't want you just to say it. Type it. I want you to say it to yourself. My life. Pat yourself this Friday and say, my life is not a waste. My life is not a waste. My life is not wasted. Come on. I want you to get that. Your life is not wasted. Because all the time you won't feel like everything you declared, decreed, and prayed. I see you, Maria. It's not wasted. It's not wasted. Your life is not wasted. No, ma'am. Matter of fact, your life has just begun. Renita Holloway, it's not a waste. That's why God is blessing you in the midst of it. Kiara, say it to yourself. Kiara, not Kiara, Kiara, say it to yourself. My life is not a waste. I see you, Brittany. Yeah, my life is not wasted. Nicole Abbott, my life, come on, is not a waste. I see y'all. And you have to tell yourself that because the enemy will attack you and make you feel like my life is wasted. Come on, Mr. Blunt. My life is not a waste. My life is not a waste. It is not wasted. Where I am is not where I'm going to be. Crystal, even in those quiet days, my life is not a waste. There are some young people you're touching right now. Can we move? Okay, listen, we get stuck here. Because the deal is the reward of your pain is the willingness to change. Pain does not always come. Hey, Shannon, pain does not always come because something is wrong. I see you, Raquel. Come on, Amelia Barrett. You good. You got it. Hang in there. Come on. Come on. Kevin Matthews, your life is not a waste. Come on, Veronica. It's not a waste. Y'all trying to pull the prayer out of me right here. I feel y'all. This is coaching, y'all. I just want to help you through some things in natural everyday life. Your life is not a waste. You got it? Let's move. The reward of pain is the willingness to change. Pain does not come because you've done something wrong every time. Woo! Sometimes pain is what God brings that forces you to change. Come on, hang in there. Hang in there, Brittany. Hang in there. I see you on the present live having church already this morning. Hang in there. Come on. Come on. Your life is not a waste. The reward of pain is the willingness to change. No matter how good your life is, no matter how good your life has been, there are some things in your life that you've been good at. You've been awesome at. But every now and then, everybody feels like giving up. Everybody feels like quitting. But I came to tell you this morning, don't get discouraged. Your best season is still ahead of you. Your best season is still ahead of you. You got it? Your best season is still ahead of you. How do you know when the pain has produced the proper change? It's when you're no longer angry, mad, or frustrated about the change. When every area of your life you can celebrate the change you made because you realize it was working for your good. Yes, and your best season is still ahead of you. How do you know? If God gave you breath in your body, it's only for two reasons. The first reason to give you breath is that God gives you a chance. If God gives you a chance, I see you. If God gives you a chance to wake up, it's because he's giving you a chance to get something right that's not right. Or if things are right, he's giving you a chance to get to the best that's next. Only two reasons. If it's not right, he's giving you a chance to get it right. And if you got it right, he's giving you a chance to get the best to what's better or what's best. You got it? Here's how you deal with it. You have to understand that your feelings are created by your focus. Your feelings are created by your focus. That means I can now adjust how I feel by what I focus on. I can adjust how I feel. I told you, you can't get distracted by the picture in picture. You know, you have this big TV. You can't get distracted by the little picture in the corner. You know, see the light, Pastor Kyle, right here, right there. See that? See it? You can't get distracted by that and miss what's going on right here. And what the devil has done has allowed some of you to get distracted by this right here. And what the devil will do is, in the middle of where you are, the devil will switch up on you just to keep you distracted by something that does not matter. He'll keep switching up, trying to get you distracted, when in reality, what God has for you is on the big picture. Yes, Renita, you can adjust how you feel by what you focus on. Ooh, this is good, y'all. This is good. Listen, my feelings can change as quickly as they enter. If I get a feeling, I can change it. You get it? If I get a feeling, I can change it. If I'm mature enough to control my feelings by what I focus on. I got to change my focus and not allow what I'm focusing on. Hear me, Brittany. Hear me, Minister Holloway. Hear me, Brianna. Hear me, Manny. If what I'm focusing on is not giving me the peace and the joy and excitement that I desire in my spirit or in my life, I need to change my focus. I need to either change my focus or change my perception of what I'm looking at. And oftentimes we don't want to change either one. We want it to change when really we have to change our perception, because sometimes even correction, we think correction is negative, when in reality, correction is love. It's somebody who don't want to see you wrong too long. Because being wrong too long ends up being a seed. And then the seed ends up blooming. Now you don't just have to dig up the seed. Now you got to dig up the whole tree. And it could take you more time than you're willing to give. You got it? So you have to remind yourself that these are feelings. And you can change your feelings. You got it? I'm trying to help Eric Trotman. I'm trying, man. Listen. Because your world, here I come. Your world is decided by what you choose to magnify. And what you choose to magnify is what you choose to focus on. I'm trying, First Lady. Y'all, this is Coach. This is Coach this morning. Y'all trying to pull it out of me. Your whole world is decided by what you choose to magnify. And what you choose to magnify is determined by what you focus on. Yeah, I can do it. If I put these glasses back on this morning, now I can look, but when I choose to focus on something, when I put these on, I focus on particular things on this screen. There are certain things that pop up. As y'all see, my glasses have, I could preach a whole sermon. See my glasses turning black? Because it has a reflective lens. There's a reflective lens for computers. Can I talk to you? Y'all messing with me this morning. There's a reflective lens in my glasses that if I look at the computer, what I'm seeing does not affect my eyesight. Sometimes, here I come, good God Almighty. Sometimes what you're seeing, you can't allow it to affect your sight. Let's go back. When I put these on, are these the ones? Yeah, there it is. Seeing my lens? See, my computer is white in front of me, but when you see it, it's black. They're non-reflective lenses. I can't allow, I'm going to take these off now. Listen, I can't allow, follow me, Chandria. I can't allow what I see to affect my vision, because faith comes by hearing. I can't allow what I see in picture or negativity or things that I'm focused on to affect my vision. So my vision, what I see gives me clearer vision, but it doesn't change my vision. It gives me clearer understanding, but it doesn't change my vision. It gives me a clearer knowledge of what I'm seeing, because what I'm seeing can be negative or positive depending on my perception. but my lenses, how I see it, my perception of how I see it, and the faith in which I see it through, and the winning anyway mindset I see it through, does not affect my personal vision of who I am, who God is making me, what life is turning into for me, and me winning in spite of it all. Because if what I see changes my perception, then I'll be chasing what I see and not what I know who I am on the inside. I will not be chasing what's best and what's better for me. I'll be chasing what I see. And what I see will begin to control me, because remember, my feelings are created by my focus. And so, Mabel, if I allow what I'm focusing on to create feelings, then I'll mess up. But if I allow what I see to give me wisdom on how I talk about and how I perceive what I'm seeing, then I'll understand that winning is the filter I use in every area of my life. Can y'all hear me? Come on, y'all. I'm just trying to make it through. Woo, we're at 21 minutes. Good Lord Almighty. So I'm trying to help somebody. So as quickly as I determine that my feelings are changeable based on how I feel, my feelings are changeable based on what I focus on, then I need to make sure I'm focusing on that either God has required, my life has required, or my maturity has required. You got it? I got to decide how I handle this. I got to decide how I process things. So when I know I can change it, then my world is created by what I choose to magnify. I no longer have time. Come on, Dexter, that's it right there. Winning is the filter. When winning is the filter, anything that does not give you winning capabilities, you have to either evaluate it, complete it, because some things you can't just drop. There's some things and people. I was listening to Dr. Hannah, and he blessed my soul. He said, there's some people and some things that people only know because of who they're connected to. And you have to be okay with the grace of being connected to somebody great. He was talking about it in such a way that it blessed my life to realize people say, "Oh, that's Bishop Woodard's armor bearer." I wasn't negative because it blessed me because it was my assignment. I went too fast. I'm coming back. I'm gonna move on. Listen, it blessed me. I'm gonna move because I got too far. I'll tell you about that later. When you realize that your world is decided by what you choose to magnify, and what you magnify is what you're focused on, you have to get out. Listen, let me help somebody. You have to get out of the mentality that whatever I'm in front of gets all of my focus immediately. Because then it will make you schizophrenic. It will make you a lizard. Okay. When you get in front of the tree, you're brown. When you're in front of the grass, you're green. When you're in front of the house, you're tan. And then whoever you aren't in front of, the saying is out of sight, out of mind. You have to get out of that exposure to yourself in your mind when you're winning, because what winning will do is cause you to adjust, because you will focus and magnify things that are in your immediate vision, or your immediate sight, and not your vision. Your immediate sight and not your vision. I'll say it again. Your immediate sight and not your vision. You got it? There's a saying that, Geraldine, that your eyes are the gates to your soul. You got it? Okay. That the gates to your soul. But your faith is the gate to your life. And so you can't just operate a certain way in front of certain things as it is. You have to get yourself together. Life has caused many of us to be many things to many and nothing to ourselves. You want me to say it again? Life has caused us to be many things to many people Something different, something different, something different, something different. Until you gather all the pieces of you. There it is, Geraldine. Woo! Until you get a chameleon. Until you gather all the pieces of you and get the oneness of you back, you will forever be pieces of everything else that you are around without ever finding out who you really are. And that can be frustrating because as you look at you, when it's quiet, come on, callers, when you look at you as you're quiet in the quiet time, there's a level of satisfaction that you won't have because something inside of you won't be met. There's a need that won't be met. And then what the enemy will do is have you picking up more things to fill the need that you can't feel from where you are. There's a need. Watch this. I'm just speaking. There's a need of you. You got it? There's a need of you. Got it? There's a need. Listen, Geraldine, don't worry about how you spelled it. I like it up. It say, don't be a chameleon. Yeah, I don't want to be a chameleon. I want to be the million. I'll throw that out there. The million. Heir. We are heirs and joint heirs with Christ. So I want to be the million heir. See, I don't want to be, oh, y'all messing me up. I don't want to be the millionaire, A-R-E. I want to be that one connected. I want to be the million heir, the heir to the millions that God had for me. I don't want to be a millionaire that I made myself. I want to be the heir million. Yeah, thank you. I'll move on. Okay. Yeah, that's it, Raquel. You have to gather the pieces of yourself. But the only way to gather the pieces of yourself is you must sit down and detach the pieces of others. It does not mean that they're bad pieces. They're just not you. I'm trying. Okay. Woo, y'all got me out here. Okay, here we go. Okay, I had to get that out because y'all pulling me a different way. And we're almost at 30 minutes. Listen. So your world is decided by what you choose to magnify. Understand this. Nothing is ever as bad as it first appears. So let me help some mature people. You cannot respond to things as soon as it happens. You got it? No, Raquel. I didn't say detach yourself from others. Follow me. You must detach the pieces of them from you. You can't detach yourself from them. See, it's not their fault that you picked up their traits, because the Bible even says it. Listen, evil communication corrupts good manners. So because something is good, I can take what's good from you and create something better through me. Not better than what you're doing, but better for me to operate from who I am. But when I do what you do, are y'all following me? When I do what you do, I'm trying to help this point right here. When I do what you do the way you do it without proper wisdom, then I am just now doing something and I can never expect the full response because I don't know the purpose of why it is. So without purpose, it can give me no full satisfaction. So I can see how you work out and I can decide I'm going to do the same thing, but I have to, watch this, modify it because my knees are bad, or modify it because I don't have upper strength, or modify it because I don't have lower strength. But eventually I'm able to do what I can do based on my body, based on my years, based on my health. And so it's not that I have to separate from people. See, that separation thing, without really hearing from God. And even I'm telling you, I was listening to John Hannah. I was listening to Bishop Jakes, Bishop Hilliard. That separation thing has some people in Jericho right now. They're in a good built place that they built. But by the time they come back to themselves, they'll realize, why am I in this place when there's a freedom for me? Why have I boxed myself in when there's freedom? So listen. Nothing is ever as bad as it first. Did you get that, Raquel? And some of you, y'all get that? Y'all get that? We have to. Hey, Sharon Davis from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Good to see you. Listen, nothing is ever as bad as it first appears. Nothing is ever as bad as it first appears. And so we have to be very careful how we respond to things when they first appear. Because sometimes you can respond quickly based on what you see, and what you see is not the totality of what it is. And when you're winning, you really have to look at it from a winning perspective. Hear me well. Bad times can activate worthy relationships. See, nobody wants to have bad times, but when you have them, they can activate worthy relationships. I think I said it last week. Whenever you go through a tumultuous time, a frustrating time, pay attention to who hunkers down and prays with you, who hunker down and stay with you. Can I say it like this? Whenever you fail, life, God, marriage, whatever, whenever you fail, whoever hunkers down with you, come on, Sydney, in the trenches with you, and say, hey, that one situation is not who you are. I'm here because I'm committed. I'm committed to what's committed to me, and I'm not just committed because it's convenient. Bad times will activate worthy relationships. Here is how I now argue points. Here's the Bible. Jonathan met David in a crisis time. When somebody was after David and planning and plotting for David, Jonathan meets David in a crisis time. Are y'all there? And he helps him through a crisis time. Ruth met Boaz. This Bible for a little while for those who keep waving your praising hands. Ruth meets Boaz in a crisis season. And it helps to bring Ruth and those that are connected to Ruth out of the crisis because of who she's connected to. This didn't come from Dr. Hannah. This came from me right here. Esther was recognized in a crisis moment when somebody needed to stand up. And Esther was recognized in this crisis. I'll go back. Jonathan met David in a crisis time. Ruth met Boaz in a crisis season. Esther was recognized in a crisis moment. And Jesus was sent to be our Christ in crisis. So here's the deal. Connections are major. Don't focus on your situation. Focus on maintaining your connection through the situation. Because some situations will prove that the connection is not solid. The Bible says a threefold cord is not easily broken. So when a cord can be broken like that, you realize it's not threefold. Sometimes it's not twofold. It was one-sided and you just didn't know it until the pressure hit. Can we move? Sometimes bad times bring good people together. Can I help you? Sometimes bad times will bring good people together. And sometimes your bad times will expose bad people in your life. Because bad people will always appear when you seem your weakest. But you have to keep winning anyway. Can we move on? I said it earlier. By all means, no matter what's going on, hear me very well. Don't quit. I don't care how difficult it gets. Don't you quit. Renita, don't quit. Maria, don't quit. Don't quit. What do? You simply protect the gift of you without burying your gift so others can stand tall. Protect the gift of who you are so others don't bury your gift to stand tall. What do you mean? I simply mean don't allow people to bury who you are to make themselves feel good. Everybody is somebody to God. Can I keep moving? See, it's when you desire to quit. I know some of y'all know what I mean. It's when you want to quit, right at the edge of wanting to quit, that God is preparing you for the impartation of wisdom that you need. And the enemy knows that you're ready for impartation, so the pressure comes on to make you give up right at the area that your impartation is ready. And this is the season that you have to understand the power of a mentor, the power of a coach, the power of a pastor. Watch this. The power that you give people in your life is not always based on the positive thing in their life. Come on, Demeter Phillips, here I come. I'm coming hard right here. The power that you give a mentor, a pastor, or a leader, or a coach in your life is not always based on the positive thing in their life. There are some people, I was talking to my brother, Minister Archie Kyle, the other day about how people process. A lot of people in my life are not my mentors or coaches in some area because of how they won. They are my coaches because of how they failed. Because if you don't know what to do when you're in a failing position, then you won't know what to do when I'm in a failing position. Can I help somebody? As a coach, as a mentor, as a spiritual father, as a pastor, as a person, my screw-ups are really for your come-ups. Oh, man. I felt that through the power of the Holy Ghost. My screw-up is for your come-up. But some people see the screw. Some people are not mature enough to see my screw-up and maintain until the grace, drops the come-up. Come on. My mess-ups are to bless you, so you won't mess up. My go-through is so you won't have to go through. Ooh, my hard pressure is so you won't have to deal with it. I'm gonna move. Because what you have to do is begin to control the climate of every one of your three things: every appointment, every attachment, and every assignment in your life. Can I say it again? Every appointment, every attachment, and every assignment in your life. Come on. Every appointment, bless you, Eric, every attachment, and every assignment in your life. You have to now control the climate. Is this appointment about to bless me? Okay. Is this appointment that I'm going to and dealing with, is it about to really bless me? Or is it an appointment for somebody to waste my time? Watch this. Is this attachment worth me taking with me? Because there are some people that are a benefit where you're going and not a benefit where you are. And the devil will shake you up and have you to cut off where you're going. And when you get where you go, cut off the things you need where you're going. And when you get where you're going, you won't have what it takes to move. Well, let me show you what I mean. When you're climbing a mountain, we coming from the Valley Experience now. When you're climbing a mountain, there are certain hooks you need at certain levels. When you're first climbing, you just need the rocks to be right. And if the rocks are right, then what happens is there's a certain level you get to, almost to the top, Carlos. Watch this. You need your hook to go over and pull you up. Now, if on the rock climb up, if on the rock climb up, you get tired of carrying your hooks and your rope, and you say, I'm dumping this hook and this rope. I'm dumping this hook and this rope. When you get to a certain level, you got it? And it's time to now use your rope to hook you to the next level, which means you have to throw your faith. You have to throw your frustration. You have to throw the things that were attached to you above to pull you to your assigned place on the next level. But if you dropped your rope, if you have dropped your hook because you thought you found a better way up, now when you're at a level where you need your rope and your hook and you dropped it, you have now locked yourself in a place where you can no longer get to your next level. And the devil doesn't let you know that until it's time to change. Good morning, Tammy Nichols. Go over to Life Pastor Kyle on YouTube and you'll see us there as well. That's our new YouTube page for coaching. And so you have to adjust the climate for every appointment, for every attachment, and then for every assignment. Adjust the climate. They aren't the same. Your appointments, you have to be have a spirit of discernment to know where we are and what we are. You have to have a discerning spirit to know what's this appointment about. And then attachments, you have to have the same and understand their purpose. Yeah, First Lady, climate control. And then assignment, you have to know what God has given you for where you're going, so you won't get there and be stuck. Right on the edge and stuck. And you'll find out the hook and rope that I dropped is what I need to get over. So I had to learn the hard way. Can I help somebody? I had to learn the hard way because I'm going to have to admit something this morning. Y'all ready? Because I wanted to help everybody at the expense of losing me. I want to help everybody. Sometime at the expense, I feel the Holy Ghost, but I'm not going there this morning. It's a release for me. I want to help everybody at the expense of sometime frustrating God. Because I want to help everybody. I want to help everybody at the expense of sometime I realize now possibly losing my gift. Come on. I wanted to help everybody at the expense of jeopardizing how sharp my gift in God was. I want to help everybody at the expense of me not getting close to God and being closer, because I was trying to make sure people knew who God was, and I wanted to see people come through what I went through at the expense sometimes of making God mad. I did it. I didn't listen to God. I did what I felt. I did what I wanted to do. I did whatever it was. Come on, Brittany. I did whatever it was that I thought would help them get closer to God. And at the end, I found out that they were getting no closer to God than they were. As a matter of fact, it took them further away from God and left me further away from God. And I realized I really wanted to help. But sometimes the only help you can get is the help of the Lord. I want to help everybody I met, because my goal was trying to just be there for everybody at the expense of losing me. So I had to learn that if people don't respect my time, in the beginning, if they don't respect my time, I realized they will never respect my wisdom, because I got my wisdom over time. I got my wisdom from my mistakes, my wisdom from my mess ups. See, some people will be there for your mess ups. They'll be there for your trip ups. They'll be there for your idiot moments. And then the minute you get it right, they move. They switch up. And you don't know why. Because sometimes God was trying to get to them anyway, and not you. Make sure you aren't in somebody's way. This is winning anyway wisdom, y'all. I'm going to move. I got to go. Let me give you 3 things you have to recognize to develop and manage a winning anyway mindset. Okay. Number 1, you have to get the big picture of what you're managing. You have to get the big picture of what you're managing. You can't manage. You can't micromanage. When God told me you can no longer micromanage people's homes, it meant you can't. I can no longer help you with this, help you with that, help you with this. Donna Blunt, go over to Life Pastor Kyle at YouTube and see if you can get on there. Not the church YouTube. We're gonna be putting everybody on Life Pastor Kyle YouTube, because the church won't have it on there. So let me give you things again. And that's for everybody on YouTube. You can switch over or do it next time, but go look it up. It's gonna be beneficial for you there. I got out of the picture. I had to get the big picture of what was happening. And I realized that everybody doesn't have vision like I have it. So I can't expect people to understand what I see by what I say. If God doesn't give them vision, then they can't see what I see by what I say, because I see from a different perspective. And so I have to get the big picture. To manage your winning anyway mindset, you have to get the big picture. You can't put yourself in the corner and focus on the small picture, because the small picture is simply a reminder of why the big picture is important. So you have to manage the big picture of your job. That's a big picture. Come on, Minister Blunt. The big picture of your life. The big picture of your family. The big picture of your money. Those are big pictures. The big picture of your health. You have to manage those. These are the big pictures you have to manage. You can have all the money you want to have, but if your health is no good, then guess what? Your money won't matter. Number two, you have to manage, you have to realize or recognize that managing things help you eliminate wrong things. When you manage things, you put them in a certain place. They help you eliminate wrong things out of your life. Because when you're trying to win, it's difficult sometimes when you have things that are not in a winning category. You got it? So you have to manage the big picture, and then you have to recognize that managing will help you to eliminate wrong things. Got it? Last and final thing right here is you have to recognize that managing helps you to focus on the right things, because you put things, here's a word for you, prioritize. Don't say one thing is important, but you keep doing the other three things. If this one thing is important, I'm not talking about a person, I'm referring to how your character of your life. If this is important, it needs to have priority. Whenever it shows up, it needs to have your priority. You can no longer spread yourself too thin, because you cannot be God to everybody and everything to everything. You have to find out what your priorities are so you can continue to have winning anyway wisdom. If you don't, then what you will look like is somebody everywhere. And eventually somebody's going to say, you're not good for me, because you're not even available. Even though you have it, you have the answer, you aren't available. A managing person, a person who manages a winning anyway mindset, is a person who's learned to, number one, I gave you all ago. Number one, you've learned to prioritize. That means you gain more wisdom about something that you've learned in the past. It's become wisdom now. And so now you're gaining wisdom about a situation or a problem. You can prioritize. So every time the problem comes, people seek you out. Prioritize. That's it, Donna Blunt. That's it. Prioritize. Every time a problem comes, people will seek you out because you have the answer. But here's the problem. Can I help somebody? If you have the answer and you're consistently available, you're no good to you or them, because you're now just harboring something that won't help anybody else. If you're never available to be an answer to somebody's problem because they've sought you out, because you are the problem answerer for them, you are the answer to the problem, then you are no good for them. Because if they're prioritizing their life and they made it known that you are the answer, then when they come to you to be an answer, you have to be an answer. Okay. Number two, you have to properly evaluate the things in your life. Properly evaluate so you'll know how to prioritize. I gotta go. That's easy. Properly evaluate what they really are. Prioritize, properly evaluate. Then number three, you have to personally decide to use the wisdom that you have to maximize your state in your life. You have to use the wisdom that you have to maximize your state. You can't just keep having a resolve over and over and over and over. You have to use your wisdom to build steps. Wisdom builds this step. Wisdom builds this step. Wisdom builds this step. A lot of people, because they don't know how to prioritize or know how to live out their prioritization, then they build steps this way. Everything is, what about this? 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 So it builds a platform. It doesn't build steps. So nobody leaves from where you are. You just step and stay. Get that? But when you have a situation in your life where you can start building, okay, I go from here to here. And I prioritize by doing that. As I prioritize, I understand that everything that happens in my life should move me to another level in my life. So when I decide to use what I'm doing in my life and what I've learned, I maximize the state I'm in. So that means going back is not negotiable. You got it? Going backwards, it's not. I can't do this. I can't keep doing this, because doing this says I'm not making ground. So let's look real good at how you prioritize and perceive your problems. I want you to get it. It's important to remember everyone has problems. So when the devil tells you you got this problem and he's frustrating to you and he's frustrating you and throwing your mind out and overwhelming you, you got to remember everyone has problems. Got it? That's number one. I'm moving. Number two, you got to expect problems. Problems are normal. Problems are the things that God sends to open you up, to find out what you have in you, to reveal to you what you have in you that you didn't know what was there until a problem occurs. You got it? And then don't underestimate a problem, because every problem, the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. So don't underestimate a problem, because every problem has already been solved by somebody in the earth. You simply need to find out how you can solve it in your life, your way. You can use them as a resource, but you can't copy it because it may not be you. How do I solve this problem in my life, my way? The first thing I do is don't underestimate a problem, because some problems are here to expose you to winning potential. They're here to expose you to the you that God's been trying to get you the whole time. They're here to expose you to another level of you that you didn't never use because you had gotten comfortable doing things the way you wanted to do it. Comfortable doing things the way you had designed or got from other people, and not really you. So the real you was never developed. So some problems are here to expose your winning potential. Bless you, Erica. Some problems here to expose who you really are. So, and watch this. Don't underestimate the problem. You ready? And then don't overestimate the problem. Don't make it bigger than what it is by focusing on it and magnifying it all day and overwhelming yourself. Don't make it bigger. Don't overestimate. Don't underestimate, and don't overestimate by making it bigger than what it is. Don't worry about something that has not happened yet. That's the trick of the enemy. Yeah. You got to watch that. And you really can't ignore some problems. Some problems don't go away. Because some problems are meant to bring out the best in you. Yeah. And when you ignore the problem, you miss the opportunity to learn and to grow. So what you have to do is simply, I'm done now. You have to manage the problem with a winning anyway mindset. No matter what's going on, I have to use my winning anyway wisdom to manage problems in my life and to get through where I am to where I'm going. And you will come out with the will to win and winning anyway wisdom to create a winning anyway life. Look, I want you to go subscribe to the Life Pastor Kyle YouTube page. I'm done. I'll be dropping more wisdom and knowledge nuggets there. I want to get you to a point where you can realize that no matter what's going on, I'm building a winning anyway life. And I have to have the anyway part, not just winning. Have to have the anyway, because it means my anyway is my problems. My anyway is my struggle. My anyway is my frustration. My anyway is my letdown. My anyway is all the things in my life that throw me. My anyway are the things that keep me from getting where I want to get so quick. The anyway is all the pieces and parts that don't agree with me, that throw me to a different level of misunderstanding. That's my anyway, which means, but in spite of all of that, I still declare and decree that I will win. I still declare and decree that I will win. And that's where I live my life. Winning anyway. Look, this is Life Pastor Kyle, and I want to be a blessing. If this has helped you and you want to, sow seed, we're never against you sowing seed. My Cash App is the same as my Instagram page. I'm Brandon now. And my Instagram page is the same as my YouTube page. It's Life Pastor Kyle. If that's what you want to do, I have no problem. You don't have to. This is free. This is free. Well, I want to be a blessing to people, but sometimes people ask. And so I want to be a blessing, because my goal is to make sure that everybody can win at their level. They can win on their level. They can win in their level and get somebody else to their level. Yeah, I'm going to help somebody else come up. My goal is to never be the crab in the barrel. Now, some of you don't get it. I'm going to say it now so you'll get it. This coaching that was for free, I used to charge. What I've been doing right now is reaching to pull people up. For 7 to 8 months, you can now see the character of this person. I've been trying to tell people, don't stay where you are. Come on and win. And it wasn't to better me, because I would have been charging the whole time. It was to make sure others can see somebody that look like them that's not pulling somebody else down. For the last few weeks and months, I've been saying, God, I'm not that person. Let me help somebody else. I want to help somebody come up to their fullest potential. Not my winning anyway level, but their level. Bless you, Dexter. I want to help others come to their level of living, their level of life, their level of wisdom, so they can help their children, their family, their friends, and anybody they come in contact with. That's been the goal of this whole broadcast. That's been the goal of my life. I love helping people. So now I give enough wisdom and nuggets where you yourself can go to God, can look at your life, self-evaluate, and see where it is that you should prioritize to win. So look, this is Life Pastor Kyle again. Thank you. Thank you. I bless y'all. Thank y'all so much for allowing me the opportunity to do this with you, for you getting out of your bed or turning over, grabbing your phone in the morning. I appreciate you just for doing it. And so it's a blessing. So look, tomorrow, listen, one quick announcement. Tomorrow, I'll be preaching for Pastor Phyllis Kennedy at 9:30 a.m. You want to log in on my page or possibly our church page as well. I'll be preaching her anniversary. It's the anniversary that Apostle Hilliard opened, her spiritual mother preached, and then another friend of hers preached, and Bishop Apostle Hilliard opened it. I'm closing it tomorrow. And so if you desire to be on the set, we have a set. If you desire to be on the set, live on the set, you must wear a mask, and it'll be broadcast from Greater Truth Temple tomorrow morning at 9:30. That does not replace our 6 p.m. service. First Lady is preaching tomorrow evening, and then we're still having prayer at the church at 11 o'clock on Sunday with the intercessory prayer team, a few people, and praise team and band. Listen, the praise team is not singing, they're praying. You got it? But tomorrow morning at 9:30, if you desire to be in Greater Truth, you must be there by 9 o'clock, 9:15 at the latest, because we go live on the broadcast at 9:30. If you want to be in the place live where we're ministering, it'll be virtual, but we'll be in the church. If you want to hear a word from the Lord in the morning, tomorrow morning, Saturday at 9:30, inbox me immediately. You must inbox me to come. Don't just show up. Inbox me. You'll be able to have word. If you need more word, the word of God, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, 9:15, you can be at 5118 West Durham, but you must inbox me first. There's some changes happening. I want you to see what's going on. Okay? It's open to anybody who wants to come. Limited to some kids. Okay? You may be able to bring some kids. Not a lot. They'll have to sit separately, based on how we're set up. Amen? Because we're going by CDC guidelines to make sure you're safe. Hey, look, this is Life Pastor Kyle. I want to make sure you're winning in every way. In your home, in your money, in your finance, in your faith, in every area of your life, even in your family, you can win. Even if they're not the best, you can begin to win and show them the path of winning no matter what's happening in your life. Look, this is Life Pastor Kyle. I'm signing out. I got to go. I love y'all. It's been a tremendous blessing. Thank you for allowing me to come to you this morning. And we'll see you again next Friday for those who just come to coaching for a Winning Anyway life journey. Amen. God bless you. See you soon. Peace.